Boom! We should be live. Hello. Laggy cam. Laggy cam. Laggy cam. Hell yeah. We love laggy cam. We love laggy cam. Woo! We're live. Awesome. This is my first time doing like a proper live stream with the camera on. So with the new internet, the Wi-Fi extender in my bedroom. So hopefully it all goes well. I'm praying it does. But yeah, so I've got some stuff to do today. Some art stuff. That's what we're going to be doing. I do want to do some gaming as well later today. So maybe after we finish the art, we'll do some gaming. I want to play some Cyberpunk. I want to start a Cyberpunk playthrough on the channel for our live streams. It's just downloading still at the moment. So, yeah. That'll be fun. Although I will have to put the censorship option on, like for the nudity, because there is a lot of nudity in that game. So I'll have to put that on. But yeah, basically, I'm joining a new D&D game. And I need to have a reference for my character. Now, I draw. So, naturally, the thing to do is to draw my character. No? That's what we do. That's what you do, right? That's what you got to do. You got to draw the character. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing, basically. I got my sketchbook right here. Last time we tried to do this, I ended up flipping out. Well, actually, no, it just wasn't a very good day. All I did when I turned off the stream was I finished a Spinosaurus skull, which I'm actually quite happy with. Ignore this as well. I was playing guitar and I just like whacked a couple chords together, and I went, "Hey, I really like that. I wanna like write that down and make sure that's like memorized." So I just wrote down the chords for a song that I was working on. I don't really make my own songs, but I don't know. I just like the chords in it. Here, actually, hold on. I could probably actually just quickly play it. Actually, so the verse I pretty much stole the chords from Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. So it's F major 7. And you slide it up by 2 frets. But I've got the capital and second fret to change the key, and then I can also so yeah. So that's like probably gonna be the verse. That's probably a pre-chorus. Just F major 7 to E minor. And then chorus is going to be so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. There's a C, B major? Or B minor? B minor, I think. And then E minor. It sounds really nice, so yeah. That's basically explains that there. So yeah. I know I'm gonna save the rest of like space on this page for some little doodles. Actually, to be fair, I never actually finished the genuine first page. I thought that was the first page. I skipped that. We might actually, we might do something with that at a later date. But yeah, so I'm thinking we might use this side of the page, just to use it, I guess, or at least for some like I guess like thumbnail sketches for the character, I guess. So yeah, let's do it. I need to get my... Also, right, I never really get anything from the TikTok shop because usually it's shit. But this was like one of the only things I've ever bought off the TikTok shop. Do not regret it. Genuinely, this is awesome. This is such an awesome set. It's just like mechanical pencils, pretty much. Pretty simple. But it's relatively cheap. You get loads of different ones. This isn't a free advertisement, but like, may as well be. But you get loads of different ones, different sizes. You get some super thick ones and some different coloured leads. You get sharpeners for them. You get rubbers, but I've lost the rubbers. And you also get a putty eraser as well, which I have somewhere. I don't know where it's gone, actually. I don't know where my putty eraser's gone. It's somewhere, though. It's somewhere. I've lost it, which is a shame because I actually really like the putty eraser. I might have to get myself a new one. Because to be fair, they don't really actually last that long. But yeah. So, the plan is probably just to sketch out some concept ideas for the character. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have I got any coloured leads in any of these? In fact, I might even start like a new page completely. Alright, that's red in there. Is this one also just like graphite? Yeah, that one is. Okay, cool. Alright. Awesome. I need to arrange these in size order. That's the 0.9, that's 0.5, that's 0.7. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, we're probably going to use this. It's got a little red nib. Funky. Stick that up there because I don't really need that right now. Yeah, I feel like we just start a new page, really. Alright, so the character himself is he's a guy. So he's a human. I know, very basic for a D&D character. He's a human, but to be honest, human's one of my favorite races. I love variant human because I like the feat that you can get. I was thinking, so he's going to be a fighter. He's the son of a blacksmith. Think Henry Skalitz, Henry of Skalitz from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Think kind of like that backstory, sort of. Maybe mix a little bit with Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. So it's kind of mixed between those two, but personality-wise, he is neither. Sorry, there's someone walking outside my room. So the class, his class is a fighter. So let's put that down now. Right, so human, fighter. In terms of subclass, because we're not starting at level 3, we're technically starting at level 1. So like before we get our classes technically, but he's going to be a fighter. So we don't really need to worry about subclass. But subclass that I was originally going to go into was possibly Cavalier Fighter, because I wanted to be very like heroic, stoic, defensive, like stops people, you know, helps protect his party members, like with in-game mechanics, which if any of you actually play D&D, if you have Xanathar's Guide to Everything, that's where the Cavalier Fighter comes from. Hang on, let me get it out. He was going to be a Cavalier Fighter, which they are awesome. They're all about like stopping the enemy in their track and stuff like that. Yeah, the archetypal cavalier excels at mounted combat, usually born amongst the nobility and raised at a court. A cavalier is equally at home, leading a cavalry charge or exchanging repartee at a state dinner. Cavaliers also learn how to guard those in their charge from harm, often serving as the protectors of their superiors and of the weak. Compelled to right the wrongs and earn prestige, many of these fighters leave their lives of comfort to embark on glorious adventures. Very cool. So you get like good proficiency on like riding horses and stuff. You can like mark a creature to give it like disadvantage on any attack rolls that don't target me. Oh, cool. In addition, if a creature marked by you deals damage to anyone other than you, you can mark a special melee. Sorry, you can make a special melee weapon attack against the marked creature as a bonus action on your next turn. You have advantage on the attack roll, and if it hits, the attack's weapon deals extra damage. Very cool. Like loads of stuff. It's a really cool subclass, but the DM has banned the extra source book, so I cannot use Xanathar's Guide. I think Champion Fighter is extremely boring. Sorry. So it's probably going to end up going into Eldritch Knight. How? I don't know. Maybe we meet a wizard. I don't know. But, yeah. that's the plan. So he's human. He's a fighter. My DM has informed me that where we're from, the characters, like the humans, are the something race. But my character, we've done like a little thing where maybe my character could be a foreigner. Like his parents could be from a different place and they came to the starting village and settled down there, where he was born and raised. So there's that. Let me just double check the actual character stuff. So yeah, he's supposed to have either brown going to blonde, maybe a dirty blonde. So brown or blonde, and then green or blue eyes. Green or blue eyes, and then they're quite slender as well. Slender people, the race. But I mean, I tend to like to make like short and skinny characters anyway. I find them really funny. But in terms of his actual character that I'm making, he's an underdog. So he's pretty useless at swinging a sword. He's the son of a blacksmith. His father wants to teach him how to make swords, not how to swing one. But he's very adamant about going out and making a name for himself. So we definitely don't want to give him any scars. No scars, no like battle wear. He's pretty young, about 20 probably. So yeah. So I've got hot chocolate. He's about 20. No scars because he's like new to battling. No scars, unless like we could put like burn marks because he works with his father at the blacksmith. So maybe we could put burn marks, like burns on his arm, maybe. And maybe he's not exactly very good at blacksmithing. And you could give him a bit of a dirty face as well, like flecked with charcoal and stuff. And in terms of his actual character, I want him to be very, very outgoing. Maybe even seems a bit egotistical, but he's pretty true to stick to his word, and he's very determined. He's very determined. He's very resilient. He doesn't back down. He fights for what he thinks is right. He's very black and white. He wants to be like your true knight, you know, like a symbol of honor and peace and stuff. So yeah, in terms of armor, we're definitely going to be going with like classic knight attire. But we're probably just going to be designing him in the village first, in his village attire. So a lot of brown sort of clothing, really. Maybe we'll make like dirty blonde hair. Maybe dirty blonde hair. So we go. And then in terms of his hair length, we can try it out a few different ways, really. I mean, we can do a couple of different hairstyles that could work for someone in that time period, and really just see what sticks, what lands. Like we could do a shorter hair, we can do like kind of medium, we can do like a longer one. It really depends. I don't know. We'll see. We'll put hair length question mark. Or hairstyle question mark. Don't know quite yet. Okay. Right. So we've got that all written down. Let's try and do some little sketches maybe of him. Maybe just some like small little ones, kind of like maybe to determine a bigger pose maybe. So maybe we can have like all the sketches on this page, and then we'll try and do like a bigger sort of picture of him on this page maybe. Pardon me. Okay. So he's slender, but I don't want him to be super tall. So maybe we'll make him like maybe just under average height. So maybe about 5'6", 5'5", 5'6" for a guy. So he's like not super tall, but he's like he's not like mega small either. Right. Okay. Cool. I feel very stuck. Let's try and sketch our way around a face first. I'm gonna change from the red to graphite. Actually, no, I am gonna stick with red. Still like a little profile sketch here. See what we kind of land on for a face. So let's do him at like a 3/4 view, so we can get a bit of a side of his face as well. So he's pretty young, so I don't want to make his face look too chiseled, but I definitely don't want his face to be too plump either. Maybe you could just go a bit more angular, maybe. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Let's put his ear down there. There we go. Okay, let's stick a nose down there for him. Just give him a bit of a smile, a bit of a smirk. There we go. Okay, let's give him yeah, that looks okay. It's really weird, like, drawing from the angle I'm at, because I'm not, like, directly over my sketchbook. So things look like they're drawn at a bit of a disproportionate angle. I do apologise. It's very loud outside. There's a lot of wind today. It's very windy outside today. There you go. Right. I feel like that jaw needs to... There we go. That's a bit better. I keep looking up at it on the camera and I'm like, yeah, it looks fine in real life. And then like I look back on the camera and it's like, ugh. I know. We're giving him quite a full face here. That's okay though. I give him a little bit of a dopey face as well. I kind of like that though. I kind of fuck with it. He's not exactly smart. We'll give him some thin eyebrows maybe. Then it does kind of come down to a bit of a question on hair really. That definitely his neck needs to be thinner. That's for sure. But we can fix that up in later runs. Okay, let's try and fuck around with some sort of hairstyle. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a dopey, a little bit of a boring face. His eyes kind of like slant down a little bit like that, maybe. Again, he is only young. Let's try him with a bit of a short but scruffy hair. So maybe we can have the hair kind of like, I don't know. Kind of like Atreus, actually, from God of War in Ragnarok, maybe. You know, sort of like similar kind of hair, like in that sort of vein where it is a bit like scruffy. No, definitely not liking this already. No, absolutely not. Nope. X for that one. That is not the hairstyle. That is not it. We're gonna put a little note. Not it, Chief. There we go. Not it, Chief. Exclamation mark. Awesome. Right. And not it, Chief. Alright, let's... I like the face, though. I kind of like the face. I kind of like how dopey it is, but maybe we'll try a bit more of a slender face as well. Not too sure. We'll have a go. We'll have a go. We'll have a look. Right. Let's keep going with the hairstyles for now, though. Let's go again. Let's try maybe... So like a front facing one. Actually, we might end up like... Cool. I'm pretty happy with that profile sketch. I kind of like that face shape a lot more. It kind of, like, if we do it to there, it would sort of curve in a bit more. And to be honest, I quite like the shorter hair, but I don't really think that matches him too well. Or maybe we just kind of drew it a bit funky. I mean, that is just like the first sort of sketch, so like maybe that one just wasn't it. We could try again from this sort of angle though, like a front on, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe we could try a bit of a different hairstyle rather than just like short and kind of scruffy. I'm thinking I was going to do like a more medium one for this. Maybe like kind of swept to the side. Oh, you know, maybe it'd be better if I actually got like a fucking reference. You know, because usually that's what artists do, you know. We do use references. Right, let's have a look. Um, we could kind of even give him like a bit of a mullet, maybe. Maybe kind of like part his hair a little bit like that. But then like, I actually already really like this. I want him to look kind of very carefree, so maybe a bit more messier and a bit longer actually quite works for that. Like he wants to present himself well. He wants to look the part, you know, rather than, you know, look like a scruffy little kid. I actually really like that hair. I'm actually pretty dang happy with that hairstyle already. Yeah, I like that a lot. I kind of do want to keep a bit more of a dopier facial expression. I'm gonna sharpen the lead actually, just so we got a nice fine lead. But I do really like that hairstyle. I do really like that sort of like mullet sort of look to him. I feel we've actually landed quite well there on a good hairstyle. I quite like. I actually really like that hairstyle. Also, sorry for the super laggy camera. As always, it's an absolute travesty that it exists. But you know, not much I can do about it. At least we know it's not really as much an internet thing anymore. Thank God. All right. So now we're gonna try and do his fucking eyes. Now I quite like these kind of dopier looking eyes. I kind of like that. Like they're a bit more slanted downwards. Quite like giving him it makes him look a bit more like, I don't know, I guess kind of more innocent, you know, yet to see the terrors of war sort of thing. He's got a big ass fucking forehead, dude. We need to fucking sort that shit out. Oh, massive ass forehead. My brother in Christ, fill in your forehead space. I mean, we could even give him like a bit of like a bandana, maybe maybe he has like a bit of cloth or something that he puts there. I don't know. I do really like headbands and bandanas on character bandanas. I really like headbands on characters. I think they're really cool. Mostly, I got a tendency for that from Castlevania with Richter Belmont. I mean, like they just, I don't know, they look really cool, especially because I guess you can do a lot with them. Like you can make it like kind of flow in the wind, like I've done there in just a little sketch. So you can kind of like also indicate things that are more detailed in the drawing, like things like the wind and stuff like that, and how strong the wind is. Yeah, I mean, granted, you can do that with hair. Maybe not when it's short like that, but with hair like that, you can kind of display that. But I actually really like that hairstyle. That might be the hairstyle I'll go for this character. I actually really like it. Like a little bit of a mullet sort of thing going on in the back, maybe. I think it's a mullet. I don't know. I don't know hairstyles. And then he's only a commoner at this point in our campaign, so we'll just stick him in like a regular like overshirt and you know, stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's do the eyes. I keep faffing around. I'm too nervous to do the eyes because I know it might mess it up. But fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. It's alright, isn't it? It's not too bad. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm pretty happy with that. I do like his face being a bit more slender, a bit more angular. I definitely really like that hairstyle. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that design, but maybe I'll do just one more, maybe. I definitely don't know about the headband now, though. He looks a bit too similar to another character that I made who does have a headband. So I don't know if we'll stick with a headband. We might. Let's just make a note on that. No headband. But it does make him look really cool. In terms of like actually the way I want to design him is well, he's supposed to be like, because this is my D&D character that I'm conceptualizing here. Is that I want him to be look very fucking hell. The wind is really going off today. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's very resilient. He's very free. Doesn't like to be held down by nothing. Should we put the camera a bit closer? It's really low quality, this camera, isn't it? It's really not that good. Oh wait, maybe we just need to focus. Hey, there we go. So I'm pretty happy with that. Honestly, he kind of looks like he'd fit like a little bit of a chin stubble, maybe even. But I think that makes him look a bit too old. So no chin stubble. No stubble. Maybe we need to make his face a bit more rounder here then. Maybe to kind of make him a bit more younger. So let's try that face shape again. Just see how it looks again. I definitely feel like I like this face shape a lot more, really. I'm going to move the sketchbook upwards a little bit. But I do quite like the hair. In general, I do like the hair. I do kind of like partings in hair. I think longer hair kind of, but not like too long. It gives him sort of a free sort of appearance. Like it makes it look like it doesn't really... I'm really catching my... I think we fumbled this hair, to be honest with you guys. We fumbled this one. We should have... Yeah, we should have tucked it a bit more behind the ears. That's okay, though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah, I definitely like that face shape a lot more in terms of the chin and stuff. That might be the chin. The thing is just putting it all together. I'm really happy with how we did that hair, but I tried to replicate it there. It did not want to work that time. That's okay, though. Right. Now, we're going to try and maybe figure out some drip for him, maybe. You know, because all D&D characters have got to be dripped out, right? They're all got to be dripped out. But I definitely like that hair. I like that hair and that face. Actually, I kind of don't like that now. I kind of don't like that. I feel like we got pretty close to what I wanted there. I think we just ruined it with the chin stubble. But I also don't like how angular his face is. I think it makes him look a bit too old. Maybe that is also just because of the chin stubble that I added, though. Right. Yeah, in general, I do like that, though. No stubble. No stubble. I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely don't like that, though. So we're going to put no go. No go. Not that one, Chief. That's not the one. Okay. Let's go over here. And let's I guess we'll try and do him with another expression. Maybe, because you got him smiling. I want it to be very like chirpy, very very, I don't know. Like he's got a little love for the world. He's very optimistic. I mean, maybe if we're going optimistic, then maybe more like youthful looking would work, though. The wind outside is really howling today, man. That's all I'm hearing outside. Okay. Okay, maybe we scrap it a little bit. I have a feeling this might span over a couple pages trying to design this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I have a distinct feeling this might take more than just the 1 or 2 pages. But I like what we had up here. I like what we had here. This is pretty good. That is no. Don't like that. Don't like the chin on that one, so we scrap that one. But this one, this middle one, definitely I like. So, there was, strangely enough, there is kind of, what was I going to say? I can't remember now. My dumb ass can't remember anything I'm trying to say. Right, I'm going to shut my window fully because this wind, I can just hear it in the background, really loud and obnoxious. It's really windy. Hang on. Oh, but it's so hot today. It's like, it's gone really hot, but like, I don't like the wind. Maybe I'll open my window just a tiny bit more, actually. Maybe it won't be like howling through properly, like slipping through the cracks of my slightly open window. Okay, let's... No, I can hear it way worse, actually. Definitely shutting. I mean, it's hot, so I'm just going to put my fan on. I just can't concentrate without wind blowing. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, ja. Oh, ja. That's very good. Right. Hang on. Okay, Right. Hang on. Gilgamesh. Okay. Okay, right. So let's try again. Let's try another sketch. Let's try one more face one, because we got pretty good here. But if this one doesn't work out, then I guess we're gonna just kind of beat it. Beat it? What the fuck? When I say beat it, Michael Jackson came in my mind. Beat it. No. Right. Let's try. Maybe we give him a bit more of a rectangular face. I don't know. Let's try that. Let's try maybe a bit more of a rectangular kind of face. Just give him his eyes up there. Oh God. Oh God, no. Oh, crikey. Crikey. Let's round that out. Actually, maybe this could be good, though. I don't usually experiment with, like, chin sizes or anything like that. So, like, this is kind of a new experience for me. There's his one ear. There's his other ear. Okay, so maybe give him smaller ears. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Let me move the camera more down like that. There you go. Okay, cool. Do you know what? When I was sketching that chin, I didn't really like it, but now I'm sort of like, ooh, maybe, just maybe. Let's try and remix the hair. I like keeping the length at the back. I like that, but now I'm kind of not so sure on the parting. Or at least I want to remix the parting, maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, really. Kind of like make it go a bit further, like down, maybe a bit more scruffier. So that kind of makes it. I think the parting, like in the middle, kind of there, like makes it look very like well tended to. You know, I want to make someone who might be a bit younger, around about 20s, doesn't really care super much about their big cool hairstyle. Maybe it's just kind of ruffled and very casual. I kind of like that. I quite like that, actually. You know, I'm kind of a fan of the rounder face. I kind of like the rounder face. Okay, I actually quite like that. I think that might be the one. I think we might just have it, Chief. Alright. Oh shit. I accidentally knocked my camera. Sorry guys, I elbowed you. Right in the face. So yeah, I'm pretty dang happy with that, actually. A little bit. A little bit of a pineapple tuft at the top. No, I don't like that. Not the tuft. I always seem to try and retrospectively add things, and then it just kind of ruins what I've got. I tend to find. Sorry, I know my hand's in the way here. I'm just trying to sketch a bit more of the face. I think maybe his nose is going down too low though there. But I feel like if we really need to, we can extend the chin a bit further downwards, give him a bit more of a longer face. But I definitely like the rounder, the roundness of this one. Actually, I really like the roundness. Can we get? Oh, there's my putty eraser. I didn't realize it was literally right fucking there because I'm blind. Okay, we can only erase that just a actually barely any. That did nothing. That's fine now. Right. I don't know why I've given him fucking bean mouth. Kind of looks like he's a bit, like, confused here, actually. Oh, I don't like that mouth. I've really fucked up with that mouth. You give him, like, a bit more of a confused expression, like a sort of look on his face. And that's kind of cute. Okay, he's got the one eye really wide. The other eye is actually really low down. We should not have put that eye so far up. Yeah, we kind of fucked it up with that. Yeah, we've really messed up with that one. Absolutely not. We just put that eye way too high. I mean, look at how high up that is. That needs to be lower, but kind of you get what I'm going for. I really like the face shape though, and I like that hair a lot better than what we've got up here. So I feel like we're onto something. I feel like we're onto it a bit more. It's just trying to get the face down. I always tend to struggle. I mean, then again, I don't really draw on stream that often, so this could be like a thing of like nerves really kind of messing me up. But I don't know. Right, here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to do some sketches of the actual, like, body itself. I think we're going to change to just regular graphite now, actually, I think. So pop that away. Let's go to 0.7. That's not bad. That's right. Okay. We're going to just work on maybe some drip now. So this is always the problem. I'm terrible with poses. I know. I'm terrible. I am terrible. I could learn a thing or two from JoJo's, really, but okay. Now I'm thinking his drip as a commoner is like just like I don't know, loads of stuff. Loads of like different like I don't know. I guess like very patched together sort of stuff. Maybe give him like some sort of like bag or like satchel on his back or something. Let's go with this sort of pose. Hang on. So that's his face. That's his big jaw. Very, very elongated, rectangular, one could say. I'm not good at doing this. I'm not in it right now. I'm really not in it. It's because I've made his fucking necks like super straight, I think, actually. That's the fucking problem, maybe. Maybe if I kind of like inch his neck a bit more like that, maybe. Kind of looks like a bit like bent over, like he's got really shit posture. But I kind of fuck with that a bit though. Yeah, maybe we could just change like the face so he's not like looking directly ahead. Maybe he's kind of. I don't know. Right. Feel like a stick a hand there. You know, put like I don't know, like a strap or something for like some sort of bag maybe, and then I don't know. I feel like I'm puffing him out a bit too much. I'm not quite sure. No, right. No, we fucked it up. We fucked it up. He's like kind of. Well, no, the head, the face is all right. I think he's just kind of like. I think what I'm trying to go for is him like kind of slouching a bit more like to that way, and then like his So then, like, his torso kind of comes out a bit more like that. So he's kind of like standing very casually, like leaning back, sort of thing. Maybe that's kind of how I need to go. Maybe let's break it down. Actually, let's break it down. This is, I don't know why I didn't fucking do this earlier. Just break it down into basic ass cubes, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Just break it down into cubes, bro. That looks very flamboyant. That's going to be like his sword there. I don't know. I want it to definitely exude a little bit of like confidence, maybe a bit of like slacker energy even. But then again, he's not a slacker, so actually no. We just kind of want to exude some confidence. Casual! That's kind of how I feel we should go about this, really. Right. That's a problem, is we were slouching gear, we were puffing his chest up here. That was the problem. We were puffing his chest up there. And that was the problem that we were experiencing. Okay, that looks a lot better for a sort of pose for this character, really. Let's have this leg kind of straight and this leg's kind of going out a bit more like that. I'm not going to do the full leg, actually. Maybe I should. Okay, right. So he's definitely going to be nicking a longsword. He's going to be wielding that longsword like hell, man. Even though he doesn't really know how to really wield a sword that well, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely like having him have some very sort of scruffy, longer type of hair, that's for sure. Definitely am a fan of that. Yeah. Big fan of that. Actually, the pose is alright. Maybe his legs are a bit too long. I don't know. Yeah, his legs are way too long. Just move that a bit more upwards, so that's where like his ankles would sort of be. But now his legs feel like too short. I don't know. I really struggle with legs. Legs is one of the things as an artist that I genuinely still struggle with a lot. I kind of like, I don't know, I don't really know how long to make the legs. I don't know if I've made them too short, too stubby, or if I've made them too long. I never quite know. So that's something I definitely need to improve on myself, really. But I'm generally pretty happy with this sort of pose, though. Maybe just sort of like... See, now this is another thing where it's like, fuck, how do I do this foot now? I don't know. I always struggle with the foot, like, when it's, like, facing the fucking guy. When it's, like, facing the camera. The guy? When it's facing the camera. I mean, we don't necessarily have to have it like that. We could also have this foot kind of facing more this way. It just won't be as much that way. I don't know. I really struggle with positioning, like, feet and legs and stuff. But I definitely quite like the pose. In general. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to give him a second sword on his waist here. But, like, I don't know. We definitely probably will not have two swords. He definitely will not be sporting two swords. Maybe we just kind of put a hand on the hip, maybe. I don't know. Like he's holding onto a belt or something. I'm not quite sure. Alright. That's okay, though, for a pose. That's okay. That's good enough to start, like, I guess, like, I don't know, sorting out drip. Let's stick that on it. There we go. It's fine by me. Right. Yeah, I just don't really know what to do with his feet. I haven't got a fucking clue what to do with his feet, really. I mean, that one looks way too short now, because they're not that far away from each other. Okay, right, we're not going to worry about the face because we're focusing on the drip here. Okay, so I wanted to have like a very big like mishmash of sort of clothes that he's wearing. Um... We give him... Okay, so I'm thinking we give him... some sort of like... I don't know, this would be like a grey sort of undershirt, I guess. God, man, everyone's moving around the house all of a sudden again. Get me all camera shy. Okay, right. That's sort of a rough, like, shape of the shirt. Actually, I want to give him a belt. We're going to tuck that shirt in. I'm going to tuck that shirt in. That shirt's going to be tucked. Kind of like that a bit more. Yeah. I'm gonna give him like bigger trousers. Big trousers. We'll give him a belt. Give him a big belt. A nice cool belt. Everyone likes belts, right? Everyone likes belts. I like belts. I think belts are awesome. Very handy. Very nifty. We give him like a little like sash here maybe. That's where he keeps his coins. You keep your coins somewhere. Might even stick him a little lantern here maybe. Lanterns are cool. Everyone needs a lantern. Yeah, I like that. I like him having a lantern there. Whoosh. A little candle in there, why not? Okay. Now for the rest, now for like the rest of the trousers and boots. Actually, I want to give him... Maybe give him another belt a bit lower down actually as well. He's got 2 belts. You put like another sash on that one maybe, because that one's also like holding his lantern. So you might need another belt. Let's give this one a bit of texture to it, like a bit like an arrowed sort of texture. That's kind of cool. Sure. Okay. Hands. Okay. Hands. I want to give him some like hand wrappings. I mean, hand wrappings are friggin' awesome, though. Who doesn't like a good hand wrap? I like a good hand wrap. Hand wraps are cool. We'll give him maybe some sort of necklace or something, I don't know. Some like little family heirloom. A couple bangles as well. I definitely like the idea of him having like maybe like some sort of jacket, kind of like that, and it's gonna be like very like patchy sort of stuff. Like it's got, I don't know, like it's got like loads of different textures and patterns on it. Let's design a little sword handle there. That's like the leather scabbard, and then like the actual sword's point would come out sort of there. Yeah. Kind of like that. Okay. Okay, now it's his boots. Now, then we just go for like some kind of classic sort of looking medieval sort of more peasant looking boots, really, I think. Ah, fuck this foot, man. I hate drawing feet at that angle because I don't quite know what to actually do with that foot, or like how it's supposed to be shaped. No matter how many times I attempt it, I can never quite get that foot. I can never quite get it, and I hate it. I hate it. Can I try and find like a little reference on Google for how that might look? Well, it's either we kind of can either shape it like that, but that just doesn't look right to me. Maybe it's because we haven't thinned that out. I mean, that looks okay, but it doesn't look just right to me. It doesn't look correct. But I don't know why I'm trying to go for anatomically fully correct when like I'm just doing like a sketch for the drip of the guy. And that kind of does. I'm quite happy with that for drip, to be honest. Maybe I could get rid of the jacket, but I actually quite like it. Like give him like a leather jerkin or something like that. I think that's kind of cool. Let's kind of get rid of that little bit there. Part of me kind of likes the idea of a scarf, so maybe we could try again like a bit more of a different pose, and then maybe give him like a scarf or something. I do like the idea of him having a scarf. I think scarves are pretty cool. Also, it can kind of serve the same purpose as like what I was talking about earlier of liking the idea of like a headband. And that's really cool. So you could try that. I also just can't be bothered to try another pose though. But I definitely like what we've got for the hair. Hang on. Pardon me. I mean, maybe we've like filled it out a bit too much. maybe. But I do like the idea of the sword being on his back. I do like that. And like he kind of like carrying it like a bag. I do really like that. So we definitely are going to stick with that idea. Alright, let's try a kind of similar pose, but maybe just kind of like looking the other way. Okay, I don't know why I've done that. I don't know why I've tried to do the same pose but looking the other way. It definitely is not looking right already. I don't know. Something about it. I mean, we could... I mean, I like what we've got there. I definitely like the sword being on the back. That's like one thing that I definitely really like is the sword on the back. Let's make a note. Sword on back. Tick. Yes, definitely like that. I like the big sleeved shirt. Big sleeve shirt. Check. Not really super happy with the trousers though. So not happy with that. I do like the lantern and all the belts though, so I definitely think I'm going to stick with all the belts. Belt plus lantern. Check. Hell yeah. That's a big check for me. I do still like the idea of like the overcoat though. I don't know. We'll try something else. We'll just try something else. I don't quite know what to do for pose though. I really don't know what to do for the pose. I don't know why I'm stressing so much about a fucking pose. We're just trying for the drip. Okay, right. Maybe we could... do a pose of him. Maybe kind of... Again, we gotta remember, don't puff out the chest too much. He's not a big boy. I do like the idea of him being like very like laxed, very like chilled back sort of look to him. Like it feels like he's got a bit more attitude, really. I also do quite like the hand wraps. I do really like the idea of the hand wraps, but maybe I can kind of shorten them down a little bit. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look. That shoulder looks very broad. Don't like how broad that shoulder looks. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Say hello to Moona. Hello, Moona. How you doing, Moona? Fucking hell. Who's banging fucking doors downstairs, man? Chill the fucking out. Chill out, man. Chillax. Alright. I know, I'm not really super happy with the anatomy on this, to be honest. But it's okay, we're just doing it for the purposes of figuring out characters' drip. So it's really not too bad when you just kind of think about it that way. That you're just trying to sort out the character's drip. In that sense, I'm also probably going to keep the boots. I just kind of like these boots in general, so we're not going to you know, like keep the cut off way like that. Oh, thank you very much. I'm designing a new D&D character. I got a game coming up. Session 0 is tomorrow. I got to at least come with a design for the character. So that's the hairstyle we've gone for. We're just like experimenting here. I like the sort of longer hairstyle, rounder face. Definitely did not like how I did the face there, but that kind of hair is great. Now I'm just kind of doing the drip. Now we're doing the drip. But I'm really struggling with the pose for some reason. I'm really struggling with the pose. Now, I kind of want to just test. Maybe we could give him a bit of a different look. I mean, obviously we're not really fucking around with colours, but... let's do that sort of hair again. Just kind of got a bit of a laxed hairstyle. Like, pretty dang messy. Oh, okay, right. Let's maybe we could go even more like baggier for the shirt, maybe. But again, I definitely like the idea of the overcoat. I definitely like that, or like just some kind of like leather jerkin. Okay, right. Okay, so in terms of the trousers, do you think it'd be funny if you added a little goatee? I did try. I did like think about adding some like chin stubble. I did try, but I mean the character's supposed to be like his 20s, like early 20s. So I thought that like adding some like facial hair would make him look a bit too old. He's supposed to be a very chilled out, very laxed out character, very young. Wants to be a knight, wants to go off and do all these adventures. He's the son of a blacksmith, so. I mean, his dad would probably have a goatee. Let's be real about that. I mean, hey, goatees on a blacksmith are always the best. Maybe when he's like, I don't know, 40, he gets a goatee. I'm not too sure. But I definitely like the idea of the hand wraps. I had a thought that, like, maybe he has them... because he's the son of a blacksmith and he's, like, helping his dad with swords and stuff like that. Maybe he's got, like, you know, burn marks up his arms and stuff. And he's kind of a little bit embarrassed about him, maybe. So he puts on these sick hand wrappings, kind of covers him up. He's got a couple insecurities, you know. He's a bit of an insecure guy, bless him. I also don't really know a name for him. I was thinking like a sort of like classic kind of older English name. Like Arthur or something like that. Definitely think like an older English name works really well for him. I want to try something new here with the belts. So I like the idea of the sash being there. I definitely like that. I definitely think I prefer the bigger overcoat. Oh, fuck, I forgot the scarf. I wanted to add in a scarf. Oh, well, it's fine. We're going to put the... No, we're just going to leave the sword out of this one. I'm thinking maybe there's like a bit like a big piece of cloth here. I don't know what it is, but could be cool. Could kind of wrap around behind his legs a little bit, maybe. That's kind of alright. That's alright. I like the idea of like really... I always quite like this when I'm drawing like fantasy and medieval characters. I really like giving them super baggy trousers. I think super baggy is awesome. I think they're fucking awesome trousers when they're super baggy. They're very cool. I like that. It's okay. I think that's a lot more... I prefer the trousers, that's for sure. I actually quite like that a lot better. I'm not quite sure on this though, like this piece of cloth here. It makes him look like more pirate-like, but I'm pretty sure the town he's supposed to be from is near the coast, so maybe that actually works. But my DM isn't really answering questions. I'm also going to give him brown hair. Either brown hair or dirty blonde, but I feel like brown hair looks like it just suits a lot more, to be honest. Yeah, I think brown hair works. I think here is it like a thing of either we have the lantern or that cloth, or can we? Is there like some way we might be able to get both? Yeah, we can have both. Why am I being stupid for? You can have a lantern there. Of course we can. Who doesn't like a good lantern? Lots of belts there. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I wanted to look very chillax, very like I'm the shit kind of looking character for like a medieval period, at least. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. I'm quite happy. Yeah. I'm happy with both of these, to be honest. I'm happy with both. Part of me's leaning towards this one a lot more, actually. Maybe just because I like the pose a lot more. I think the bigger shirt on that is good. I think we keep the bigger shirt on this one. Maybe the baggy trousers, but like maybe we like slim them out and then they go sort of baggy around, you know, after the knee maybe. Not sure how I feel about the big long piece of cloth here though. Definitely not sure how I feel about that. I don't actually think I like that very much. Okay. Okay. Also, I really like this pose. I think for the final drawing of him, I think this might be the pose that we're going to go for. I do really like that pose. Let's do... Maybe we could do one more sketch, just kind of combining them all together, maybe. Combining all the drip. Guys, go. Good luck with building up your channel, and may luck be with you when publishing your art. Hey, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for just giving me the time of day as well. It means a lot. I hope you have a great day, dude. See you later. Be a good person. Or else I'll be very upset with you. I don't know. If you ever pop back in and say hi, I don't know. But thank you. Man, I love hot chocolate. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I really definitely like the jacket. I don't know, I think like that is also just really good like starting drip for like an adventure as well, like a very casual adventure, a very young guy, not really taking things too seriously. The more I'm actually looking at this as a whole, I actually really like it. I think the problem with the trousers is this fucking patch that I gave it here. To kind of make it look like it's got like a pocket there. Don't like that. What if we get rid of that? It actually looks way better already. Already looking better. I actually feel like we might have just wasted our time doing that. Actually, no, because I do like the bigger sleeves. Or like just the sleeves being a bit further down, actually, to be honest, maybe. Or maybe he rolls them up. Not too sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. I do want to design the sword, actually. This sword, I like the idea that we've got going, but I'm not exactly great at designing weapons, but we're going to give it a freaking go. We're going to try. See what we get. See what we can come up with. I also don't have a ruler, which you would think that would be a pretty big thing to have, especially if you're trying to design a sword, but hey, we wing it here. We wing it. You don't have to do it directly straight anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can cross it over onto this page a bit more too. Fuck it, it's my sketchbook. Who cares? Who cares? Alright. Okay, that's kind of the big blade. It's a long sword, so, you know. Oh, I realise it comes off the camera. I have to change the camera angle a bit, actually. There we go. Will that do? Looks fine to me. Right, cool. Big long blade. Hell yeah. Now the question is, what do we do for the handle of the blade? I feel like maybe it could be... We could have it kind of curving like that, maybe. I don't like that. I actually don't like that. I really do not like that. What else? What else could we maybe try for a sword? What else? What else? What else? See, the thing is, I would like go on Pinterest and go like, oh yeah, medieval sword references, but it give you the most like unrealistic looking swords. And when I'm designing a lot of fantasy stuff and like swords and stuff like that, I like to make them look practical. Like yeah, they look cool, but they're practical. Like a lot of these swords that they got like all these ridges in, it's like, well, if you stab someone with that, it's just gonna get caught. It's gonna get caught and snag on shit constantly. So maybe we could look at some actual long swords from history or something. What have we got? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. According to Pinterest. Alright. That's not a long sword. Why has it got Geralt's armor? Okay, cool. I could just go with like the basic looking longsword, to be honest. But it is a little bit boring. Let's be real. It's a little boring. I was thinking maybe a bit more cooler looking. Maybe we go with a bigger. So, oh, that's an ad. Okay, but I do quite like the crossguard on that. Yeah, I actually really like the crossguard on that. Maybe we just go with like maybe a simpler rectangular crossguard that maybe like kind of thickens a bit more on both ends. Okay, cool. Actually quite like that. That's pretty good actually. I quite like that. I kind of fuck with that. Now with the handle here we gave it like a circular thing, and I do tend to quite like that, so maybe we can go with that here. Almost like a good circular end to the sword. Make that actually kind of hollow there maybe as well. I don't know, just kind of feeling out the works, and then obviously you're gonna have like your leather wrapping there. I quite like that just as like a first like basic longsword. Like that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be some like big epic cool longsword. I mean, he's a level 1 character. He's technically level 0. They don't have a level yet because that's the campaign starts before we actually get our levels. But I definitely don't want to give him like some cool epic looking sword that like feels like a level 20 character would have, and that's highly stupid. Sorry. I do kind of want to add like some sort of like pattern on the crossguard though, so maybe just like a little bit like a no, this definitely ain't it. I don't know what I'm trying to go for there. I really don't know what I'm trying to go for. Maybe we could just leave it blank and then just, I don't know, leave it up to the imagination what the rest of the crossguard looks like. But in general, for a sword, I think that's okay. That's alright. And then the scabbard, I like the scabbard that it kind of pokes out at the end there. I do like that. Okay. Right. I'm going to do one more sketch of the face, just to make sure we've got it down. Just to make sure we've got the idea. I'm going to give him just a forward-facing face. He's got a bit of a rounder chin. He's got a bit of a rectangular face. Rectangular. It's like a smaller sketch of his head. Like, I don't know. Let's do it here. Let's do it here. I'll move you guys up a little bit. Okay, right. I always like the 3/4 angles. Okay. I feel like we've done his face tilting the wrong way here, though. Hi, Sky. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I don't like how I've done his nose there. It's way too high up. That's where his nose is. It's too high up. You gotta fix his nose, his nostril, man. Yeah, I like it being more like there. That's good. Okay. Ah, fucked it up. I messed it. I've messed it. No, we're not doing that angle for the face. Absolutely not. No, not a fan. Do not like that. Nope, I did not like the way he was looking at me. Did not like that at all. Right, let's just do like a normal front facing on like all these other ones. Let's not try and be too special with it now. I'm glad you're doing well, Sky. Anything cool happening recently? What have you been up to? Is it just me who holds a pen in a different way? I mean, depends. How do you hold the pen? That's the question. Definitely like giving him like kind of smaller, like maybe rectangular ears, actually. I mean, we've gone quite rectangular for his face as well, so giving him rectangular ears won't exactly look out of place. Okay. I want to do his face before getting his hair in. Okay. My headset is bugging me out a little bit. Let's give him a little bit of a smirk. Should we give him like a really confident looking face? Like a little bit of a, I'm the shit. Should we give him that sort of expression? A bit of a furrowed brow here. Like he's like a, I'm him. That's that's kind of the facial expression he's giving you. Is a I'm him sort of face. You give him thinner eyebrows. Yeah, I don't like super thick eyebrows, especially for this guy. I don't know why. I never like super thick eyebrows in general. To be fair, though, like when I'm drawing my characters. I don't know why, but today is definitely not a day for the eyes. Actually, that's not too bad for the eye, actually. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, I definitely think giving him some like sort of dirt marks on his face, because like Yeah, he's the son of a blacksmith. He helps out in the forge. We give him some little specks of dirt on his face. Why not? And look a little bit marked up a little bit. Why not? One of my fingers is a massive lump on the side from writing with my pen. Would you hold it like this or something? I've seen people like hold pens like this, and I'm like, I don't get it, because like, to me, I like the way like you do it is like, if you hold it like that, you got like much finer control over things. You hold it like that, it's quite loose. You hold it with all your fingers, very fine control. But then like, I see people holding a pen like this. I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna stab someone with it? Like, what the hell are you doing with that thing? I actually really like him. Now, I'm so hyped to play this character. Just like actually sketching his face here. This is a really good sketch. I'm actually pretty happy with this one so far. Hope you don't like fuck up the hair here or anything. I can feel it. I can feel it. This is the one. Yeah. I'm happy with him. Oh shit. You're making his hair a bit too messy though, or a bit too like, yeah, making it too sharp. We're making it too sharp. It needs to be more flowy. A couple like scraggly bits of hair, why not? Awesome. Awesome. Fucking dogs barking. All the time, they all fucking bark. Just bark, fucking bark. That's all these fucking dogs do. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that as a sketch of his face. Are you enjoying your time off? Yes. Mostly, yeah. I'm scared I'm going to be like bored within the next week though, but then again, I'm streaming a lot, so like I don't actually feel bored. Probably because of streaming so much though. Right. That's good. That's good. Happy with that sketch. We've got it. We've locked it down. We're just gonna do a little bit of a shading job on his hair here. I might even pull out the watercolors. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with this. I might not even do like a full picture of him. But that's definitely the sketch we're going for. If I do a full picture of him, I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. Alright, let's do a big, massive arrow. And a big thumbs up. And it says, "This is the one." Full stop. I made a million of cap cuts from being bored. It's better than what I can do. Oh, thank you. Then again, what? How old are you? I don't really know how old you are, but I mean, I'm 22, so I don't know. I know you're younger than me, so I've probably got like a good few years more experience. Not to flex or anything, but what kind of cap cuts have you been making then? Is it more your like the Draco ones that you've been doing? That's definitely the one. That's it. That's definitely the one though. Can we focus a bit more? Yeah. The question is, I don't know what name to give him though. I don't know what names to give him. So my DM said he's I don't fucking know what kind of human he is. So or at least it should be like a Catharian? I don't know. Whatever that is. According to the PHB. I don't know. The player's handbook. If I go to human, maybe I'll find it somewhere. But also, I don't really like a lot of the names that are given as suggestions from the PHB. Okay, I've actually just missed over human somehow. Human is my favourite D&D race. There, I said it. Oh, fuck. It just skips over human. Where the fuck is human? Oh, there it is. Condathan? Yeah. What's the names? Is it... Okay, what are some names? Darwin, Dawn, Enver, Dorgor, Stead, Grim, Helm, Malark, Morn, Randall, Stead. Don't like them. Do not like them at all. And then again, we have come up with that he could be a foreigner, so... I don't know. We could. I mean, I want to give him like a very like classical, like medieval English name. And to be fair, the Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which is why it's my favorite D&D source book, has a great table of names at the back. So let's have a look. You know, like English names, old English names. Gilbert. Godfrey, Gunther, Guy, Henry. Henry's a good one, like Henry of Skalitz. Henry, Hubert, Hugh, Jocelyn, John, Lance, Manfred, Miles, Nicholas, Norman, Odo, Percival. Percival's kind of cool. I kind of want to give him like a name, like after like kind of want to like the what's it? Like maybe one of the Knights of the Round Table. I feel like Percival's kind of a cool name for him. He could be called Percy for short. Arthur's also cool. I do quite like Percival. What kind of name? What names do you guys think? Like old medieval English names. What are we thinking for this guy? I have a Henry, short for Hendrix. That's pretty cool. I mean, Hendrix is just an awesome name anyway. I mean, everyone with the name like Hendrix has always been a cool person. What you got? You got Jimi Hendrix. You got the guy Hendrix that writes books that you like. You can see the way that we actually got to the character progression though. Went from like that was our first one, not it. Then we got to that which like the hair was like a yes. And then we got to that one where we were trying to fuck around with the chin, didn't work. Then we got to this one, which I really like the chin for. We tried to do an expression, did not work. Then we're like, fuck it, let's just go for the drip. Did the drip, yeah. Alaric is old English. I say English. Alaric is kind of cool. He's the son of a blacksmith as well, so his father fought in wars and shit, and that's what he wants to do. A regular guy, son of a blacksmith. You son of a blacksmith. I do quite like him actually. He looks pretty like darn chilled out. He seems like the kind of guy I'd put in my Dream Blunt rotation. I don't know, I kind of like him. Alaric is kind of cool though. What other names can we think of though? I want a good selection You know what? I'll write them down. I'll write them down. So we got names, potential names. So we got Alaric, Arthur, Henry. I like Percival a lot. Badulf is Old German, meaning fight. That's pretty cool. Badulf. What was his last name? I think my DM gave me like the last name of the family because I couldn't think of one, so they made one up. Let me check what the last name is because then you can kind of like play off of that. Hang on. Gulfert, I think that's how you pronounce it. Is the surname. His father's name is Crane Gulfert. That's pretty cool. Gulfert these nuts. Gulfert these nuts in your mum's mouth. So funny. Arthur Gulfert, Alaric Gulfert, Henry Gulfert, Percival Gulfert, Badulf Gulfert. I mean, like the name Crane. It's not spelt like a crane, like a bird, but it's spelled Craen, which I read that as crane. Crayon? Oh no, crane is the way I pronounce that. So maybe we could give him like maybe a bird sort of name too. Pardon me. Oh, Altair? That's Assassin's Creed, but I do like that name. Robin. Ugh. Corbin? No. Griffin? Griffith? Berserk? Yeah. Oh, apparently Altair's originated from the medieval German name meaning old army or wise army. It can also be a French variant Althea with a similar German origin. I don't know why it came up as bird names then. But I do like Altair though. I do like the name Altair. I do like that. I did think the name Altair. That's like... But then like, it's like, is anyone in my group gonna like be like, oh, yo! Like Assassin's Creed? Adler? Yeah, Adler means eagle. Doesn't eagle really fit him though? I don't know. He's son of a blacksmith. He's kind of shit with a sword, but he's going to learn. That's the whole character arc. He's very resilient. He's very resilient. He's very true to his word, sticks to it. But he's physically just kind of useless at, like, you know, swinging a sword. Although he's well-intentioned, just not very good at actually doing things. He kind of fucks up a lot by accident. He sees things with black and white. I don't know. Welcome back, by the way. Juka? Juka? Junka? Juka? I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Juka. I'm going to say Juka. I'll call you Duke for short. We like nicknames on this channel. We like nicknames a lot. See, I like Arthur and Percival because of like the whole like he wants to be like a big cool knight kind of guy. And then obviously Knights of the Round Table, Arthur, Percival. I mean, Lancelot's on the nose. Like, Arthur's a pretty like common name, so like, that one's fine. Percival, you can, Percy for short. But then like also my group is a big fan of Critical Role, and there's a character called Percival in Critical Role, so maybe not with that one. What have we got? I have Fletcher, which is bird. Fletcher's a cool name. Kestrel. Yeah. Kestrel. We'll put Kestrel. Oh, sorry, I spelled that wrong. Kestrel. Seagull. No. No, Seagull. We can't call him Seagull. Peregrine from the Peregrine Falcon. Yeah. But then, like, Peregrine Took. Like in Lord of the Rings. Merry and Pippin. Peregrine Took. No, we're not going to go Peregrine. That's good name, though. Good name, though. Birds. How did it go while I was gone? Was it good? Yeah, of course it was good. We always having a good time drawing. We got to the final design of the face here. The drip, I like both of them. I really can't decide, but I do prefer that one. I'm probably not going to do like a big, massive drawing of him yet. I like an A name. Now it's just like trying to figure out a name for the character. We have a last name. We have a surname. Welsh version of Percival is Peredur. Is that how you say that? Peredur. Means hard spear or legendary son of Evrog. Well, he doesn't wield a spear, so maybe not that then. Yeah, links in with Arthurian tale. Yeah. Yeah, Percival. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But it means hard spear. He doesn't use a spear, so probably not. Probably not Percival then. In that aspect. Parsifal. That's pretty cool. Parsifal's cool. I think with the whole like spear thing though, maybe not. We do have another spear wielder in the group though. I'm pretty sure. I'm leaning a lot towards Arthur. Just because I like the way I'm going to build his character sheet when they do eventually get the levels is he's going to be very defensive in terms of the fact that he has a lot of stats that protect or like features and stuff to help protect his teammates. That's why I was really hoping to play Cavalier Fighter, but I can't because they got a lot of stuff that helps defend their teammates and stuff like that and like draw the aggro onto them. So it means pierce the valley actually. Oh, it just said it meant long spear. Parsifal's a cool name though. You could name him Ace or Lucifer, something like the devil names if he is brave. I feel like that's too evil though. He's very much a symbol of like good. Is how he wants to be. He's very honest. He wants to be that like stereotypical kind of knight. I like the name Ace, but maybe not for a like classic like English medieval name. Lucifer as well. I feel like if I was playing like a tiefling, Lucifer would be good, but maybe I'd shorten it to a nickname or like change it just a little bit. But good suggestions though. Ace is cool. Ace is always a cool name. I'm leaning heavily towards A names. I am really leaning heavily towards A names. Alaric, Arthur, Altair. I like those three a lot. But then, like, now that you've said that, like, Parsifal means pierce the valley, I quite like that. Parsifal. Hold on, let's refer back to his last name again. So the last name is Gulfet. Gulfet. Alphonse. I mean, don't we all love an Alphonse? Alphonse is adorable. I do quite like Alphonse. Alphonse Gulfet sounds like such a goofy name, though. I love that. Self means sword in Arabic. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, Sif. Oh, Sif is actually pretty cool. Sif is kind of cold. We'll put Sif. Now, Percival means pierce the valley in Welsh. Google fucking lied to me then. I feel like now I'm kind of leaning between Parsifal and Alphonse, or we could just go straight for Percival then. Alright, Sif is really cool though. It means sword in Arabic. It was really cool. Okay. These are our options. It's either Alphonse, Parsifal, Percival. I do quite like Altair as well. Alright, those are our 4 ones so far. Those are our 4. Alright. Those are our 4 names that I really like. Those are the ones I really like. What are we thinking? Between those 4, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Also, like, historical context as well with, like, Percival in the Round Knights. I think he was, like, the youngest of them. I think he was the youngest. He was very, like, carefree or something. I don't know. I kind of want to actually do some research on that, actually. Percival. Round Table. What does he like? Gracious and innocent are the Knights of the Round Table. Okay. Try which is best with the last name. I mean, they all sound pretty decent with the last name. I'm leaning heavily towards Percival. Sir Percival was raised by his mother in ignorance of arms and courtesy, yet, because of his upbringing, Percival was one of the most gracious and innocent of the Knights of the Round Table. Percival's natural prowess ultimately led him to King Arthur's court, where he immediately set off in pursuit of a knight who had offended Queen Guinevere. Percival... Is there any, like, personality things from, like, any of the old stories about him? Parsifal will have better nicknames if you want that. Youthful innocence and naivete. I feel like that does fit very well. I do like the name Percy though as a nickname. Parsifal. But Alphonse is really adorable. Alphonse is so adorable. Okay, it's coming down between Percival and Parsifal. But I'm leaning myself towards Percival. Parsifal have better nicknames though. Like what kind of nicknames would you suggest for like Parsifal? What kind of nicknames would you suggest for that? That's my question on that. Do-do-do-do. What are we thinking? It's between Parsifal and Percival. Depends if you want it on the nose. Either or. Either or. Either or. I don't mind it being an on the nose nickname. I'm okay with that. Ugh. I'm just going to say it. Parsifal sounds like the word personal, and a pacifier had a baby. That's awesome. Just chunk up the name, so Pars and Parsi. Parsi's kind of cool. I feel like I like Percival. Yeah, I'm going to go Percival. It was close. But Parsi's really cool though as well. Now I'm going to go Percival. Yep, right, okay. Right, time to message my DM and inform him. I'm going to take a picture of the whole thing. So you're going to see my phone for a moment. Whoop. There we go, cool. Time to send that to my DM. First of all, there we go, cool. And we're British, so we don't use pacifier. Yeah, no, we use dummy. He's a dummy. Alright. That's pretty good though. We've done pretty good today. We've done some good sketches. Nice practicing character design. That's why I always like new D&D characters. Is it's always like at least for me who draws a lot. They're very fun testing character designs. And I haven't actually played a fighter in D&D in years. I don't. Oftentimes I end up playing monk or warlock. Very cool. I like those classes a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty dang happy with him. Wait. What? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Turn the page back. What? What? Love that in all capital letters. Spinosito. Spinosito. Well, what are we looking at on this page? What are we looking at? What are we supposed to be looking at here? We're looking at... Oh, nice art. Yeah, we go like, what are we supposed to be looking at here? Thank you. Thank you, though. I like Spinosaurus. It's not my favourite dinosaur, though, but I just wanted to draw a Spinosaurus skull. Yeah. I don't like have like a specific theme for this sketchbook or anything. It's just kind of like whatever I feel like or whatever the task is up to on the day. It's like literally maybe like, I don't know, tomorrow during the day I'll stream some art again and then, I don't know, I'm just doing like a whole thing of perspective. I don't know. Right, okay, cool. I can pop that sketchbook away. I mean, I didn't manage to finish my sketchbook tour last time. Of like my little traveling sketchbook. I think I nearly finished it and then like the stream cut out. But I have this big sketchbook of like just random stuff. It's like if I'm like traveling or whatever, it's just kind of random shiznit. Loads of stuff. Cool stuff. Perspective, trees, you know, sketches of whatever. Yeah, there you go. That's that. Boom. Right, so, bye-bye. I don't know. Are you saying that to the sketchbook? I don't know. Right, so, plan. I'm done with drawing. I'm pretty finished with drawing for today. I'm a little bit... Bye, see you tomorrow. Well, I'm not going to stop going live today. I've still got 2 more live streams I want to do. So, in just a few minutes, I'm going to end this stream, and then we're going to start up again, because I'm going to play some video games. I'm going to play Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to do a new playthrough of that. So, I'm going to be doing that. And then later tonight, around about 7 PM in the UK, we are going to be continuing reading our Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which I'm very sad to have realised that I've got the American versions of the book. As a British person, I feel very upset about that. But, you know, oh well. Alright, so, I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you guys for tuning in and commenting and stuff. If I'm not going to see you in any of the other streams tonight, that's completely fine. I hope you all have a lovely day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all later. Well, in a few minutes if you tune in.